निर्विकल्पं निराकारमेघं निरानन्दमानन्द अद्वैतपूर्णम् परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेमा निरातीतमानं चिदानन्दरूपं चिदाभासगं सर्वगं ज्ञानगम्यं मुनिध्येयमाकाशरूपं परेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेमा परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेमा परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेमा.
Good morning, everybody. I, Mr. Satish Kumaraswamy, Principal, Dr. M. V. Shetty College of Speech and Hearing, am pleased to present the annual report of the college for the year 2019-20. The year 2019 was a fruitful and busy. 44 BSLP and 17 MSLP students joined the first year courses and added the strength to make 210, which includes 7 PhD scholars. They were supported by 25 teaching and 17 non-teaching staff. The academic performances of students were highly appreciable. Almost all semesters recorded good results, and most creditable were BSLP first and second semester with 15 and 16 distinctions. BSLP sixth semester with result of 97.61% and cent% for MSLP. Ms. Ramandeep Kaur was awarded PhD in Speech and Hearing, which adds feather to the cap of college in academic and research activity. We are gratified and congratulate Ms. Dona Saji John, Ms. Jisna Lakshman, Ms. Alina Varghese for securing first, second and third rank in MSLP University examination, and Ms. Dona Saji John for receiving Sri MPC Shetty Gold Medal, and Ms. Rakshita S for securing Rao Bahadur KT Alva Gold Medal awarded by the Trust. School screening camps help students gain experience in service delivery and education. We have conducted 11 camps and more than 700 students benefited from school screening camps in and around Mangalore and Kasaragod districts. As part of creating awareness in the field of speech and hearing, we organized 2 awareness classes for parents on the occasion of World Cerebral Palsy Day and World Disability Day. The academic activities were supported by workshop and seminar for students. Eminent personalities like Dr. Ajish Abraham, Professor, Dr. Yashoda Krishnan, Associate Professor, enlightened students by sharing their vast knowledge with their mesmerizing talks. The college is a noted clinical service center having facilities to test 40 to 55 clients with speech, language, and hearing defects, and also provide 150 to 200 therapy sessions daily to children and adults. Services to more than 300 new cases and more than 4,000 therapy sessions were provided at various clinical services in and around Mangalore. The college continued its record of playing a leading role in research this year also. Dr. T.S. Subbarao and Mr. Satish K. have been appointed as peer reviewer for international journals. 34 research articles published in national and international journals has raised the morale of our students and staff. Keeping with the previous trend, a record number of 54 research manuscripts are under review for publication in national and international journal for the year 2019-20, and 10 dissertation projects are in progress. Students have presented 18 research papers in national and international conferences and won best paper prizes. As part of extracurricular activities, we celebrated International Disability Day, Onam, World Cerebral Palsy Day, Children's Day, Christmas, Freshers' Day, and Farewell. We also had an active and enriching sports and cultural year. Students have participated in Mangalore University Intercollegiate Cultural Fest, have secured first place in district level tug of war competition, and have bagged prizes in Vishmaya cultural competitions and annual athletics sports meet 2020 held by Dr. M. V. Shetty Trust colleges. senior faculty members have striven hard for academic and administrative excellence in the roles of external examiners for several universities, executive council members for national associations, RCI inspectors and master trainers and resource persons in national seminar and workshop by putting the college on the national map. We congratulate all the students and staff members who have worked together to make the college a center of seminal research and clinical activities. We are grateful to our founder chairman, Dr. M. Ramgopal Shetty, the trustees, the administrators for the resource made available and their support for the college for its positive functioning, and are hopeful of doing even more for research and developmental in clinical services this year. I am happy to present 45 undergraduates and 10 postgraduates to this grand assembly. Thank you.
Good morning. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. I, Professor Christina Sajju-Worki, Principal of Dr. M.V. Shetty College of Nursing and Dr. M.V. Shetty School of Nursing, glad to present the annual report of the College of Nursing for the year 2019. In the 33rd year of our existence, we have 341 students and 40 members of staff, including external faculty. I am proud to highlight curricular and extracurricular achievements of our faculty and students. The academic performance of the students in the University Exam 2019 has been outstanding. The results of the MSc Nursing 2019 is 100% with 1 distinction and 2 first classes. Dr. K.M. Shetty Gold Medal of the Trust for the best outgoing student from MSc Nursing goes to Mrs. Deepa K.C. The results of final year BSc Nursing 2019, we had 100% results with 2 distinction and 33 first classes. Among second year post-basic nursing, we had 100% result with 1 first class. Srimati Leelavati Shetty Gold Medal of the Trust is awarded to Ms. Manisha Rai of BSc Nursing and Ms. Divya George of post-basic BSc Nursing. Among GNM students, we had 90% results and Srimati Leelavati Shetty Gold Medal of the Trust is awarded to Ms. Swedel Siquera. Our students, Agya Sharma has secured 6th rank, Dolly Mathai 7th rank, Manisha Rai 8th rank, Linda Elizabeth and Neetu Verghese secured 10th rank in the university examinations. I commend and congratulate all our students. In January 2019, students visited TB Sanatorium Mangalore and learned different modalities of treatment of tuberculosis. Students also visited St. Anthony's Poor Home Jeppu and engaged residents of old age home on health awareness. In February, lamp lighting ceremony of 32nd batch of BSc Nursing and 23rd batch of GNM was organized. Dr. Prakash H.B., lecturer, Government School of Nursing, Tumkur, was the chief guest. NSS unit of the college organized annual special camp at Sharada Ganapati Vidya Kendra, Mangalore. We organized a social awareness program. Mr. Joby Joseph, ICPF Team Angelos, imparted awareness on suicide and its prevention and liberation from addiction. Our lecturers, along with the students, attended a national conference on Quantqual at AJ Institute of Medical Sciences. Mrs. Supriya Nayak's scientific paper was awarded Best Paper Prize. Final year students of BSc Nursing and MSc Nursing visited various professional bodies and hospitals in Delhi as their educational visit from 25th February to 10th March. First and second year students conducted AV8's exhibition. The best AV8s were given prizes. Mrs. Anupama, Assistant Professor, organized a career guidance program at Pragati Hospital, Puttur. On International Women's Day, we organized a seminar on Balance for Better. Dr. Preeti Kirti D'Souza of the PG Department Commerce, Mangalore University, was the speaker. In April second year, BSc Nursing students organized a panel discussion on the World Health Day theme, Health for All, Everyone, Everywhere. Teaching staff and MSc students attended regional workshop on midwifery simulation and skills. And in May, staffs and students attended a national conference at Enapaya Nursing College. International Nurses Day was inaugurated by Dr. Jacinta, Clinical Coordinator, Nitte Nursing College. A workshop was conducted on OSCE for final year students on the same day. In June 2019, staffs and BSc nursing students attended a regional conference at AJ Institute. First year BSc and GNM students organized a nutrition program in July. Different types of nutritional diet samples were kept for exhibition. World Environment Day was observed as plant saplings on college campus. First BSc and GNM students actively took part in Malaria Fever Prevention Jata organized by DK District Health and Family Welfare Department. International Yoga Day was observed by NSS unit of college. Mr. Kushalappa Gowda, Director of Avishkar Yoga Center, was the resource person. In July, campus interviews were held for both BSc and GNM students by India Home Healthcare, Bangalore, and Yashoda Hospitals in Hyderabad. In August, Mrs. Anupama attended a state-level continuing nursing education program on essence of nursing and presented a paper at Lakshmi College. Final year students organized an in-service education program. On World Breastfeeding Week, students organized a poster competition. Farewell for the outgoing UG and PG students was held. Dr. Pallavi, external faculty, was the chief guest. In September, orientation program for incoming GNM and BSc nursing students was held. Nursing students participated in the observation of International Coastal Cleanup Day with Indian Coast Guard. In October, first year students actively took part in Swachh Bharat Campus Clean program. In November 2019, staff along with students attended a state-level conference at AJ Institute. A talk on brain power and legal issues pertaining to ragging was given by Sister Kamili Tia, Director of Sampurna Counseling Center, Vamanjur, and Mr. Raghav Padil, the Circle Inspector of Kavur. Freshers Day program on 30th November saw SNA in action. In December, students and staff organized AIDS Awareness Day and participated in Jata organized by DHO. School health program was organized in Vidya Jyoti Primary School at Jyoti Nagar. Annual athletic meet was held on 17th Jan 2020. BSc nursing students won the first prize and GNM students won third prize for March 1st and others won many prizes in different sports events. Cultural Fest Vismaya was held on 13th Jan 2020. Nursing students actively took part in different cultural events and won prizes in different events. Our students grabbed the first prize in RGHS Inter-College State-Level Throwball Competition held at Chitradurga in Jan 2020. All our teaching staffs have attended various national and international workshops and conferences conducted at various institutions. They have also attended training programs and has been resource persons for various health talks in the college and community in this academic year. We are glad to welcome our new faculty members, Ms. Lavita Maria D'Souza, Mrs. Susan, Ms. Kusumavati, and Ms. Bhavya. Research activities by both UG and PG students under the guidance of faculty has seen a crop of 12 UG research projects and 3 PG research projects. We feel proud that we are a pioneering college in Karnataka since 33 years. We value and greatly thank the founder secretary, Dr. M. Ramagopal Shetty, and also the trustees, administrative officers for their sustained support. I am proud to present 59 BSc and post-basic nursing graduates and 12 GNM students to this August gathering. Thank you.
A very good morning. I request post-basic BSc Nursing and BSc Nursing graduates to come forward and receive the mementos and scroll. And I request Professor Christina Sajuwake, Principal, College of Nursing, to do the honor. Wahida, Aishwarya Ashok,
I, Professor L. Gladson Jose, Principal, Dr. M.V. Shetty College of Physiotherapy, have the privilege of presenting to you the annual report for the year 2019-20. We take pride in having pioneered, sustained the physiotherapy course for the past 30 years at BPT and 19 years at MPT level. We are also recognized as a PhD research center affiliated to Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences. Currently, the strength of the college is 382 students and 25 faculty members. While excellence in academics is the hallmark of our institution, or results of the first year BPT was 77% with 8 distinctions. Mr. Arturo Domando da Costa was the class topper. Second tier BPT passed better with 86% results. The class topper was Mr. Mohammad Faiz. Third year BPT secured 100% with 3 distinctions, and Mr. Gaurav RL was the class topper. Final year BPT secured 100% with 2 distinctions. The class topper was Miss Usha Shetty. The Srimati Saraswati Bandari Gold Medal of the Trust in BPT has been awarded to Miss Lakshmi Shrestha. The postgraduates had commendable results with 3 first classes. Dr. Tara Bujal was the class topper and honored with Sri K.M. Shetty Gold Medal of the Trust in MBT. She also got University 5th rank and Dr. Surabhi got University 9th rank. In BPT, Mr. Kiran Kunwar got 3rd rank and Ms. Srishti Magarjan got 9th rank. Co-curricular activities included a workshop on taping technique by Dr. Pearlson, recent advances in neurophysiotherapy by Dr. Purushottam Chipala, women's health by Dr. Bhimika, an insight into hand by Dr. Amit Sharma, and on visceral manipulation and cranial sacral therapy by Dr. Prem. A clinical anatomy seminar was organized for the first year students. Dr. Huben Thomas, anatomist from Mage, Manipal, was the research person. Motivational talks for the first year students, how to overcome exam fear and anxiety, were given by Mr. Manogar, Mr. Blani, and Mrs. Sarita. Days of celebrations begins with the Freshers' Day with Mr. Lakshmi Ganesh, DCP, Crime and Traffic, Mangalore, as chief guest. Our Founders' Day in June was marked by a blood donation camp. Christmas, Yoga Day, Teachers' Day, World Physiotherapy Day, Disability Day, Constitution Day, and Onam all were celebrated. Our students, Mr. Ergan Latin and Miss Tutan Drama of second year, were second runners up in Intercollegiate Badminton Silver Jubilee Cup held in Father Muller College of Physiotherapy. Staff member Dr. Tara Bujal was runner-up in badminton singles. Dr. Muhammad of the MBT was selected for the Rajiv Gandhi University football team. In Confluence 2019, conference organized by Lakshmi College of Physiotherapy, our students were the runners-up in overall cultural and took second place in EMC contest. Competencies to function in various clinical setups are achieved through students' postings at Government Venlock Hospital, Lady Goshen Hospital, St. Anne's Home for the Aged, Dr. M.V. Shetty Hospital, and our own College of Speech and Hearing. More than 4,800 patients benefited. Our MOU with Indiana Hospital and our link to the Helinet Consortium of university students enabled academic and clinical extension. 22 MPT research studies are in progress and 30 BPT projects were completed. A 10-day NSS program was held in Dakshin Kannada Jilla Panchayat Higher Primary School, Kavur. 130 houses were surveyed, free eye checkups, physiotherapy, speech and hearing, yoga camp, and other awareness programs were undertaken. University Mysore table tennis tournament was conducted by our college. 25th, Dr. M.V. Shetty Inter-Physiotherapy College's cricket tournament will be conducted on 7th and 8th February 2020. Our students participated in the Trust College's sports meet and won the overall championship. Miss Rav Rachi Raju bagged women individual champion. We also received overall champions in Trust College Cultural Meet Vismaya for the third consecutive years. Our faculty members have been active in all the spheres. Professor U.T. Iftikhar Ali serves as syndicate member of RGHS and academic council member of Yenapaya University. He received special award and honor from Tumbe Medicity UAE. Professor L. Gladson Jose has been serving as task force member for physiotherapy curriculum of the Ministry of Health, Government of India. He is BYS member in PG Physiotherapy of RGHS and Yenapaya University. Dr. Vishali serves as BYS member in UG Physiotherapy, RGHS. She was awarded for significant contribution in the field of physiotherapy at Confluence 2019. She was also the master of the ceremonies of the same. Faculty members attended conference conducted in Lakshmi College of Physiotherapy, Confluence 2019, along with the students. Professor L. Gladson Jose has been acted as resource person for psychophysiotherapy in Yenapaya University and has been invited as psychophysiotherapy and smart physiotherapist in Christian College of Physiotherapy, Kolachal in December. 2 articles other on depression and loneliness among institutionalized elderly were published in UGC referred journal. My appreciation of the unstinted support given by our founder secretary, Dr. M. Ramgopal Shetty, the trustees, the director academics, and the finance officer is unbounded. I owe my gratitude to all the members of teaching faculty and support staff for their keen work ethic, and to our students and their parents for their cooperation. I am thankful to God Almighty for sustaining and guiding the institution. I take pride in presenting before this August gathering 30 BPT undergraduate and 22 MPT postgraduates. I wish them all the best. Thank you.
A very good morning to the respected dignitaries on the days and off the days, dear graduates and their parents, fellow colleagues, and dear students. It's a pleasure to present the graduates of the College of Physiotherapy to you all. I request our principal, Professor L. Gladson Jose, to kindly do the honors. To begin with, presenting our postgraduates. Ms. Arunima Shashidharan. Ms. Iyer Mallika Srinivasan.
Professor Sri Priya, Principal, Dr. M.V. Shetty Institute of Allied Health Sciences, feel gratified to present the annual report of the year 2019-20 before you. Our college offers bachelor's and postgraduate degree in medical laboratory technology affiliated to Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences. We have a total student strength of 180 and faculty strength of 18 in the department. I am proud to say that our college has got permission for diploma in medical laboratory technology, which is affiliated to Paramedical Board of Karnataka, and admissions will be done from the academic year 2020-21. The academic performance in the university examination conducted for BSc and MSc Medical Laboratory Technology has been excellent. Second year MSc MLT students secured 100% results with Ms. Swati Krishna being the topper. First year MSc MLT students secured 95% results with Ms. Ashwati being the topper. Third year BSc MLT students secured 100% results with Mr. Khushi Raj Pokhrel being the topper. Second year BSc MLT students secured 100% results with Ms. Shruti being the topper. First year BSc MLT students secured 90% results with Ms. Saumya being the topper. The N.K. Prabhakar Rao Gold Medal of the Trust in BSc MLT is awarded to Mr. Khushi Raj Pokhrel for his outstanding performance in academics. In the university examination, our college has secured 10 distinctions. Ms. Rashmita Shrestha and Mr. Mohan Kharel have secured first and fourth rank in the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences. In March 2019, Professor Sri Priya, Ms. Hemlata and Mrs. Sharanya have attended one-day workshop on creative learning organized by Leelavati Shetty College of Education at our college auditorium. In April 2019, first year BSc MLT students attended one-day workshop on agarose gel electrophoresis, peripheral smear and antibiotic sensitivity at Dhanvantri Hall, Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, organized by Padma Shri Institute of Medical Laboratory Technology, Bengaluru. First year MSc MLT students attended second biennial conference of Indian Confederation of Medical Laboratory Sciences, organized by Department of Neuropathology, NIMHANS, Bengaluru. In June 2019, Ms. Aishwarya along with MSc MLT and BSc MLT students attended one-day conference on quality control in laboratories of tertiary healthcare centers organized by the Department of Medical Laboratory Technology, School of Allied Health Sciences, Srinivas University, Mukkam, Mangaluru. In July 2019, Ms. Pooja and Ms. Divya attended hands-on training workshop on topic genomic DNA extraction techniques in clinical diagnosis at Padma Shri Institute of Medical Laboratory Technology in association with RGUHS. In July 2019, our college newsletter, Darpana, a mirror of progress, was inaugurated by Dr. Aarti H. Shetty, Principal, Leelavati Shetty College of Education, on the occasion of farewell function of our outgoing students at our college auditorium. In August 2019, at Father Muller's Medical College, Professor Sri Priya and Ms. Hemlata, and in October 2019, at Mangala College of Paramedical Sciences, Mrs. Ramya, Ms. Clevita and Mr. Lakshmi Narayan have attended two-day workshop on Level 1, Phase 1 of Basic Course in Educational Methodology in association with RGUHS Academic and Administrative Training Institute, Bengaluru. In December 2019, our college has organized a state-level annual CME Eureka 2019 on clinical virology in association with RGUHS. The CME was organized to enlighten students regarding the newly discovered viruses, recent advances in diagnostic testing for viral infections, and infection control in the clinical setup. The CME also focused on one of the most frequently found carcinoma in women, cervical cancer. Around 300 delegates from various colleges from Karnataka participated in this CME. On this occasion, model making and quiz competitions were held for the students. We have an active NSS team in our college. Mr. Lakshmi Narayan, NSS officer, and Mrs. Sharanya, assistant NSS officer, conducted various programs such as World Forest Day, International Yoga Day, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Dengue and Malaria Awareness Program, National Integration Day, International Science and Peace Week, Sadbhavana Divas, Special Camp, etc. During these programs, various talks by eminent speakers were organized and competitions conducted for students. Our students actively participated in annual athletic meet and cultural fest Vismaya 2020 conducted by the trust and won several prizes in various events. Mr. Farid of third year BSc MLT won the individual championship in sports. Our students have actively participated in intercollegiate sports events. Our college also organized study tour, farewell for outgoing batch, Freshers Day, and orientation program for our students. We also took part in the Republic Day, Founders Day, and Independence Day celebrations conducted by the Trust. To have hands-on clinical posting, our undergraduates, postgraduates, and intern students are posted at the clinical laboratories of Dr. M.V. Shetty Hospital, Government Lady Goshen Hospital, and Blood Bank at Government District Venlock Hospital. We also have collaboration with Indiana Hospital, Mangaluru, where our students are exposed to the modern techniques and equipment in the field of clinical laboratory science. We are supporting ISO certified blood bank at District Government Venlock Hospital and clinical laboratory at Government Lady Goshen Hospital by providing staff, and this continues to be a humble contribution of our trust to the society. The blood bank at Government Venlock Hospital was started in the year 2002 by our founder secretary Dr. M. Ramgopal Shetty. The blood bank is well equipped with component therapy facilities. In the year 2019, 90 blood donation camps were conducted in different areas of Dakshina Kannada, and about 10,453 units of blood were collected and nearly 21,136 units were issued. The staff and administration of Government Venlock Hospital, Government Lady Goshen Hospital, and Indiana Hospital have extended their wholehearted support and cooperation throughout. With this, I wish to extend my sincere gratitude to our founder secretary, Dr. M. Ramgopal Shetty, the trustees and administrative heads for their guidance and support. I also owe gratitude to the faculty and supporting staff of my department for the dedicated service and team effort. I feel extremely privileged to present 38 undergraduates and 3 postgraduates to this gathering. Thank you.
I request MLT graduates to come forward and receive their mementos and scrolls. I call upon Dr. K.B. Linge Gowda, Registered Evaluation RGHS Bangalore, to give away mementos to our postgraduates. Swati Krishna.
I, Dr. Suma S. Rai, Principal of Dr. M.V. Shetty College of Social Work, am pleased to present the annual report for the year 2019-20. The college, affiliated to Mangalore University, offers a postgraduate professional course in social work. Being in the bidecennial year of our existence, I am happy to inform you that our students have upheld academic excellence and secured 100% results. The fourth semester students have made us proud by securing 100% distinction. The second semester students also secured 100% results. Ms. Irishisha Pejoy is awarded the KL Bandari Gold Medal of the Trust for securing the highest marks in MSW. Ms. Nijima topped in the second semester, while Ms. Chetana topped the first semester. We congratulate all our students for their academic achievement. As part of the Student Development Program, Prayukti 2019, a regional seminar on Personal Excellence Uncovering Blind Spots, was organized in April 2019. Our students participated in various national seminars and workshops and won the second place in skit competition during the national conference organized by St. Aloysius College. Practical training of students included orientation visits to various practice settings in Mangalore, study tour to Goa where they visited Deccan Chemicals, Bosch Private Limited, Chaitanya Rehabilitation Center and Kripa Foundation. A rural camp was organized for the first MSW students in December 2019, during which a health camp was organized in association with our nursing, speech and hearing and allied health science colleges. Other programs during the camp include community survey, interaction with Gram Panchayat members, awareness on substance abuse, talk on women's health issues. Our students also created a garden in the government school campus where they stayed. We are associated with 30 organizations for the practical training of our students, to whom we are grateful. This year, the Extension Service Department of the college focused on substance abuse awareness and rainwater harvesting. Skit and awareness talk on substance abuse was conducted for various colleges of Mangalore on 17th February, 27th April, 21st September, 23rd September and 10th October 2019. Awareness on rainwater harvesting was organized for all the teaching and non-teaching staff of the trust in September 2019. As part of the International Day for Older Persons, a program was organized at St. Joseph's Prashanti Nivas in October 2019. Extracurricular activities of the year included Freshers' Day, Teachers' Day and Farewell. Our students participated in the annual sports and cultural fest and won several prizes. Faculty achievements include Dr. Suma S. Rai being appointed as member of the BOS of BSW and MSW courses and Malpractice Enquiry Committee of Mangalore University. She is nominated as the University Representative of BOS of Social Work at St. Aloysius College, Mangalore, and member of the BOS of MSW course at Enopaya University. Mr. Prakash Amin presented a paper during the national conference at Indira Gandhi National Tribal University, Madhya Pradesh, and published an article in the International Journal of Social Sciences. He was invited as resource person by various colleges in Kasaragod and Mangalore to speak on substance abuse and its impact. Mrs. Sushma Sons is appointed as member of the Board of Examiners of Sociology at St. Aloysius College, Mangalore, and also presented a research paper during the national conference organized by Srinivas College, Mangalore. As a resource person, she spoke on health and hygiene, women empowerment, parenting role and art, and child abuse. Mrs. Preeti S. attended a workshop on NAC accreditation and quality assurance for accredited colleges of Mangalore University at NAC office, Bangalore. Mrs. Akshita attended the national conference organized by STM College, Ujire. I am delighted and proud to announce that our alumni, Mr. Srinivas, has been awarded PhD from NIMANS, Bangalore, and Mrs. Savita, PhD from Bharatyar University, Coimbatore. Congratulations to both of you. The on-campus and off-campus recruitment resulted in 18 of our students being placed in reputed organizations. On this special occasion, I express my sincere gratitude to our Founder Secretary, Dr. M. Ram Gopal Shetty, and all the trustees for their guidance and support. I thank my colleagues for the dedication and hard work and the support staff for their assistance. Now, I present our post-graduating students to this August assembly. I wish all the graduates a very bright future. God bless you.
Very good morning to all. I request Master of Social Work students to come forward to receive the mementos and scroll. I request Dr. Suma S. Rai, Principal, Dr. M. Shetty College of Social Work to do the honor. Anjali Teresa Matthew.
Good morning. Aristotle once said, educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. With this thought, I, Dr. Aarti Shetty, take great pleasure in presenting the annual report of Leelavati Shetty College of Education for the academic year 2019-20. I feel extremely happy to report that once again, we have secured 100% result with 24 distinction, 18 first class and 1 second class. Class toppers in first and second semester is Tanya Filbert, third semester Melvira Rodriguez, fourth semester Purnima K gets Shivaram Shetty Gold Medal. The B.Ed course is undergoing a transformation from being 1 year to 2 years and presently gearing up to a full-fledged 4 years degree course. Hence, this academic year we had admissions of 2019-21 batch in the month of October with 34 students. In odd batch we have 22 students and the graduates are 44, totaling a strength of 100. A brief note on curricular and co-curricular activities. The student orientation program was held on 9th October. June was marked as the Environmental Day. Planting saplings was a part of the inaugural program. Mrs. Kanakamma, a very revered teacher who retired from the service in July, was given heartwarming farewell by the students. In September, Mangalore University Coordination Board visited the college and appreciated the different curricular, co-curricular activities and exhibits arranged by the students. Teacher Day was celebrated by honoring Dr. Balakrishna Shetty, Principal, Ramakrishna First Grade College. Trustee Dr. Rohila Shetty presided over the function. Faculty and support staff of sister colleges of the Trust were treated to various cultural events and games by the B.Ed students. The Active Alumni Association organized one-day workshops on yoga by Dr. Ajitesh Kumar, in drama and art, drama workshop by Mr. Christopher, lecturer Padua College, and dance lecture demonstration by Dr. Aarti Shetty. In October, for Vigilance Awareness Day, Mr. Uday Kumar, COMCO Officer of Mangalore Region, and Mr. Ganesh Prasad, Official Event Manager HPCL, led the oath taking by the students and staff to mark support and awareness. November saw the inaugural of the Student Council, Science, Literature, and Arts Clubs. Trustee Dr. Divyanjali Shetty inaugurated and Principal Dr. Aarti Shetty led the oath-taking ceremony. A cultural program by the freshers followed. Students won many prizes in the Cultural Fest Vismaya 2020 and in athletic meet. As a part of WWC activity, the second year B.Ed students visited the BRC office, interacted with the BRP, and also visited various schools, tried to find different methods of training these children who were mentally challenged. In December, a 2-day citizenship training camp was conducted at Dr. Shivaram Karant Nisargadama at Pilikula. The camp was inaugurated by Professor Prakash Amin, Vice Principal of Dr. M.V. Shetty College of Social Work, who conducted a session on the topic, Substance Abuse, Teacher Role in Prevention. The valedictory program of the camp had Mr. Jagannath, Curator, Pilikula Regional Scientific Center, as the chief guest. Faculty achievements were credit-worthy. Dr. Arti Shetty stands nominated by the Mangalore University as BOE member, St. Anne's College of Education, and BOS and BOE chairman of Bharatanatyam and Carnatic Music of undergraduate and postgraduate program of Mangalore University. She was also appointed as external overseas examiner for MGI University, Mauritius for the academic years 2019 to 21. Mrs. Malati Bhavimane participated in National Assessment and Accreditation Awareness Workshop at Mangalore University, conducted workshops for B.Ed ODL students, presented a paper on the topic Challenges and Issues of Human Rights Education in Teacher Education in a one-day national seminar at Srinivas University. She also presented a paper in a one-day national seminar organized by MM College of Education, Davangere, on the topic Challenges and Issues of Quality Teacher Education in Teacher Education. Mrs. Soumya presented a paper in one-day national seminar organized by MM College of Education on the topic An Analysis on Teacher Education in National Educational Policy Proposal 2019, its implementers and challenges. She also conducted workshops on maxims of teaching and traditional versus constructivist teaching for B.Ed ODL students of Mangalore University. Mrs. Malika Gatti conducted workshops for ODL students of Mangalore University, participated in National Assessment and Accreditation Awareness and Deliberation on Draft National Policy of 2019 workshops conducted by Mangalore University. She creditably cleared both the KCET and NET examination held in the month of December. Mr. Gajendra attended a one-day workshop on National Assessment and Accreditation Council conducted by Mangalore University at Bangalore. He also conducted workshops on how to prepare unit test and in teaching and multimedia in teaching for the ODL B.Ed students of Mangalore University. Mrs. Pramila is pursuing her PhD in Mangalore University. She has conducted a workshop on reflective writing for B.Ed ODL students of Mangalore University. Even as we impart education to match the advancement in technology and globalization, we take pride in helping them to grow and develop into sensitive and responsible teachers who in turn will make responsible citizens of their students in future. Through a committed and supportive management, dedicated teachers, we aim to harmoniously create a student-centric atmosphere. For this creative and progressive collaboration, we are most grateful to our management and once again offer a thanks to one and all. I take pride in presenting before you 44 B.Ed graduates and 2 PG Diploma in Bharatanatyam postgraduates. I wish the graduating students a bright future which will gratify their parents and alma mater. Thank you.
In last 1.5 hours, I don't know about you, but I learned few things. Wherever I go, I always make it a point to learn few things. First, I was wondering, our dear friend Dr. Ranjit Shetty, when I was telling about my achievements and my journey, all the time I was observing whether he has kept anything, whether his mobile is there or he has written anything. Not even missing one thing. Why I am telling you, dear students, is each one of us should try to become like Dr. Ranjit Shetty. No, it is not that easy, I'll tell you. Even having achieved, I don't remember which year I had been to Kailash Manasarovar, which year I got European award, but he remembers everything. That's the art of this thing. And another thing, most important thing, what I observed is, few of you took blessings from your teachers. That is the thing which will take you to the long way. Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Guru Devo Bhava. Whoever keeps these 3 persons in your morning prayers, believe me, you will definitely achieve something. The most important thing is our founder trustee, Dr. M.R. Shetty. You would have kept somebody's name, you would have kept his grandchild's name or wife's name or somebody's name. But he didn't do that mistake. He has kept Dr. M.E. Shetty's name. So all these things we have to learn. I'm happy to see students from all parts of the country. Madam was telling how difficult it is to teach, especially when people come from rural parts of the Karnataka or northern Karnataka. I'm not going to advise you anything. I will just tell that about my journey, how I started, how I have reached this stage. Even I have come from village background. In 1982, when I joined Kasturba Medical College, out of 1,000 students, probably I was the only student whose father was illiterate. My father had not studied anything. And feel proud that you are studying in this great city where wherever you go, you can proudly say that I studied from M.E. Shetty Medical College, Mangalore. The moment you say Mangalore itself, you'll be recognized when you go to any part of the world, which I have experienced. And especially your teachers, I'll tell you, they are all so much interested. All of you are clapping when somebody achieved rank or sports, but you must have observed, I was clapping when our respective principals, they were announcing that so many research projects in the respective field. Dear students, believe me, once you go outside, nobody bothers you come in which car, which diamond you are wearing, but only your research work, only your publication speaks. My friend Ifti brought me in a nice car, everybody was observing. But once you go outside, nobody bothers when they are asking how many research articles you have published, how many are patented. No, it is still, there is time for you people when you are doing, and especially our university is giving so much opportunity for research work. Not only our university, even Indian Institute of Science, DST, Department of Science and Technology, several international organizations. The problem with us is we don't go forward. When I was doing my fellowship in Singapore in 2004, it's difficult because Ranjit knows that I have to ask him which month I was at Singapore. In my 4 months stay at National Cancer Center, my mentor, Dr. Cynthia Go, every day she was used to stay till the late evening in the department. One day I thought, let me just check her. Let me at least one day, let us go together out of the department. I waited till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. 12:30 in the night I asked, Cynthia, I just want to know what time you're leaving. Every day you're leaving late. She said, Lingegowda, today I will leave little early by 1:30, she said. 1:30 a.m. was early for her. Now why I'm telling this is, nothing comes easily. We have to work hard. You have to. There is no other goal, I'll tell you. Our chairman, Dr. M.R. Shetty, in spite of his age and other factors, he made it a point to come to the function and bless all of us. I took his blessings. I'm so happy. Why I'm telling this is, You people, you have to work hard. Once you, and Madam was telling that they are running all the job-oriented courses, and the moment you complete your degrees, you'll be able to get jobs. But even during job, make it a point to update your knowledge. From tomorrow, 3 days, we have first national allied health conferences at Nimmans Convention Center. I'm sure some of your students must be attending. Always make it a point to attend. You must have seen when he was telling about how many countries I visited. There is so much opportunity. Madam was asking that why did you branch out to palliative care from anesthesia? Believe me, in my 27 years journey in Kidwai Cancer Institute, 27 years, I have really enjoyed my journey. Whatever you do, you must think one thing, whoever it is, whether it's a doctor, nurse, speech therapist, social worker, physiotherapist, all of you, whoever is involved in patient care, are equally important. The problem with you people is you think that, no, I'm a nurse, doctor is there, I'm a nurse, physiotherapist, I'm below the staff nurse. It's not so. Whoever is involved in patient care, whenever you come across any patient, I still remember in the year 2000 when I went to UK first time, I'm seeing most of the nurses. Today I'm here because of a nurse from UK. Her name is Jilliban. She brought palliative care to India in 1987. The palliative care is to look after terminally ill cancer patients, but now all terminally ill patients are taken care by this palliative care. She trained me and she took me to UK, and today I have reached this stage. Whenever you come across any patient, when you go back to your place, when you go back to your respective villages, when you go back to your respective towns, please make it a point to spend at least 10 minutes every day to speak with your family members, to speak with your neighbors. Always they think that when you speak, they think that you come in the form of God or Goddess. I'll tell you my experience. 2 years back, I was called by our Honorable Minister, Dr. Sharan Prakash, at that time to visit Gulbarga for a meeting in our cancer hospital. Then I said, sir, I'll come next week. Is it okay? Then he said, no, we have to come because October 15th was my birthday and there was a function. That day after the meeting, before taking lunch, I thought, let me visit the nearby temple. So I was about to enter the temple in Gulbarga. Suddenly one lady, she came and asked me, Swami, hegidira? Chanagidira? Then I thought, she said, how are you? Then I thought she must have seen me. I am okay. Where you had seen me, I just asked her. Swami, I was in your hospital for 3 months with my husband. Then I asked him, how is your husband now? She said, 2 months back he passed away, but when he was there, every day you used to come to visit us in Dharmashala. You used to ask everybody, and you used to touch every patient. That is the thing which made us happy, she said. Friends, believe me, that day I decided God has come in the form of that lady and blessed me. Why I'm telling this is, each one of you, when you go back to your places, make it a point to talk to patients. The problem now is we hardly spend any time to listen to any patients. In our palliative care, we always tell that 70% of the time we must allow the patient to speak, only 30% of the time we should speak. But it has become the other way around in a country like India. But make it a point. Always. But the problem is, you people, we think that, no, why should I speak? And when Madam was telling about their progress in nursing college, she said she had taken people to TB sanatorium. Even I have seen a lot of students coming to Kidwai Cancer Institute in their vehicles. Sometimes they don't come out of their vehicle to see any patients. They think that cancer is contagious. Even Madam Dr. Shetty, she asked me, it is scary to come to your Kidwai hospital. Friends, believe me, cancer is a good disease. I know people have become silent. What is wrong with this Lingegowda? Why is telling cancer is a good disease? Believe me, cancer is not contagious. Cancer will not come to only to poor people or rich people. Cancer can come to any person. Cancer is curable if it is detected in early stage. And all of you, once you go back, if you detect any person, if you suspect any person with cancer, please refer them to the cancer hospital because it is curable. You might say that let Lingegowda face this kind of situations in their family. I will tell you, my mother had cancer of the base tongue. It was detected in 1994. Madam, she lived for 18 years after taking treatment in Kidwai. And she died at the age of 102 years. 102 years, not because of cancer. And my brother's granddaughter, when she was in 9th standard, it was detected with osteosarcoma of left tibia. She got operated and she received chemotherapy. And I have taken a permission to speak here. She is pursuing her 4th year MBBS degree in Siddhartha Medical College. I have seen people coming to Kidwai say that, sir, this patient is my neighbor. It is not neighbor, either their parent or in-laws. Madam was telling to see cancer-affected children, it is so scary. No, I do understand. But if you take effective treatment, it is curable. Each one of you should speak about cancer awareness once you go back to your places. Even today, if you come across any person chewing tobacco in the road, please ask them, because almost 1/3 of the cancers in India are caused by tobacco, whether it is in smoking form or chewable form. Of course, you are living in a very clean city. Yesterday night, the moment I landed in the airport, I was talking with my friend Suhail, that it is so clean. You can't imagine that this kind of cleanliness anywhere else in India. But if you come across any person chewing tobacco, please tell them that they are known to get cancer, tobacco. In neighboring state Kerala, they made a point for every student to speak about this cancer awareness for 10 minutes every day. Can't we spare just 10 minutes to speak somebody? If you are catching an auto and if that guy is smoking, just tell him, uncle, you are going to get cancer by continuously smoking. It is going to make a difference. He may not stop immediately, but he will think that why this boy has told like this, why this girl has told like this. So it is our responsibility as a citizen of this country. We have to take part in health awareness. And I'm extremely thankful to all the principals, madam and Mrs. Shetty, who have invited me. And I am always with the M.V. Shetty Medical College, and especially our great guru, Dr. Shetty, who has made this, he's a visionary. I was surprised to know that he was the first one to start nursing, physiotherapy, speech and hearing in this coastal Karnataka, entire Karnataka. It's really surprising. After that only our university started. Imagine 33 years back, such great visionary. So each one of you should have dream like that. Once you go back to your respective states, why can't I start this kind of things? I'm sure there'll be one Dr. M.R. Shetty in your area. Just go and approach. Uncle, I want to start this kind of institutions in my state to help our needy students in your region. That we should have the vision. Somebody will come in the form of God, I'll tell you. It's ultimately, it is you have to take it forward. So with these few words, I thank everybody. Jai Shri Gurudev.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable thoughts. And you aspiring graduates will surely treasure your words of advice. It's now time for the institutional gold medals and prizes. Our institution is extremely proud to honor and distinguish students for their outstanding performance in the academic and sports field from various colleges under the trust. Mrs. K. Bharati, Associate Professor in Physiology, will call on the gold medalists and prize winners to come onto the dais.
Good morning. Now we have distribution of gold medal for the year 2019-2020. I request our chief guest, Dr. K.B. Lingegowda, Register Evaluation, RGHS, to award the gold medals. Srimati K. Lilavati Shetty Gold Medal for BSc Nursing Basic, awarded to Ms. Manisha Rai. prizes for the toppers who secured highest marks in University Examination 2018-19. As I call upon your names, please come and receive your prizes. I request Dr. Hima Urmila Shetty, Trustee, Dr. M. V. Shetty Memorial Trust, to kindly do the honors. College of Nursing, second year MSc Nursing, Miss Deepa K.C. secured highest marks with the distinction.
Our chief guest, Dr. Linge Gowda, our principals, faculty members, parents of our graduating class, and all our dear students. I can really say that majority of the people sitting in this hall were not born when these colleges were constituted by Dr. Shetty. In fact, paramedical degree colleges that to functioning at postgraduate and doctoral levels were few and far between, run either by the state or the central government. That you are here 35 years on, from freshers to graduates, is proof that Dr. Shetty, in whose place I am speaking today, recognized a crying need for the professionalization in paramedical fields and took bold steps and overcame many hurdles to get sanction for these colleges. Many people even laughed at him at what he was aiming to do. But the way colleges have mushroomed now is ample testimony to his vision. May I say that it is a great joy to see this hall filled with our graduates. Rajiv Gandhi University, in fact, did not exist then, as Dr. Gowda said, and took over these courses from private colleges rather than the other way around. We are really proud to have Dr. K.B. Gowda with Linge Gowda, one of the decision makers of Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, in our midst today. He is there as a witness and source of encouragement to our sustained efforts to make these colleges face the competition from other groups who were more intent on producing doctors and engineers in the vocational fields. Coming to Dr. Linge Gowda's very illuminating and very humanistic talk, I would say that certain things I would like to talk about, and that is, one was when he said that his father was illiterate. Now, I think that was one of the nicest admissions that you can ever get from a person, because roots are very important. And I think that is what he was emphasizing, that we must never forget our roots. The next thing, and I think this is what carried him further, was he said, reverence for your father, mother, and guru. Now, these two were important messages. And I think the third thing that was very interesting was that he spoke not of large humanitarian efforts, by some famous group or other, but he said each individual makes a difference when he goes, speaks to patients, speaks to neighbors, speaks to people maybe in the market even, yes, and brings awareness also while doing that. I wanted to ask him also, when he was working in Singapore, how hard was he working to stay there till 1:30 at night? So I gather from that he too has worked very hard to get where he has come. One more important point was that he said that he had been inspired by a nurse from England to change from anesthesiology to palliative care for cancer patients. Now that was a great shift that he was able to make, but it also throws a highlight on the fact that all of you here, now you are going through vocational courses, but now the field is open for nurse entrepreneurship, for physiotherapy entrepreneurship, for all kinds of entrepreneurship, even if you go out of your subject that you have studied here, as long as you have gotten to be flexible and know how to study. Also, he emphasized how important research was, and that we will take with us and hopefully implement in even more thorough ways in the years to come. I thank you, sir, for that very beautiful address, which I'm sure all of you will remember. I had gone to something called Knowledge Factory, and I came across two things that I would like to share with all of you. And that was that one person there was speaking about how she found that all the information that you find in papers are are about things that are sad, about rape, murder, all of that, so that you lose sight of the wonderful things that are happening in India, of the really good things towards which all of you can contribute. So she started a blog which all of you can in fact go and access, called The Better India. The Better India. And it is amazing, if you go there, how inspiring it is to see what wonderful work people are doing. And what she does is, they have a core group, but they also if you have a story and you provide it to them, then they will pay you for giving the story. And it's not a non-profit organization. You get paid for it. There was another person, who went in. She studied in Imperial College in London and all that, had a job in Singapore, all of that. But she left it to come to India, because she realized that the biggest sufferers in India are diabetes patients. And therefore, she went into the production of stevia. Now, production doesn't mean she just left it to somebody to give her stevia plants and so on. They started from the grassroots, they went to the farmers, they educated them, they camped there because, there can be people who object to them. They camped there, and now she is the major producer of stevia, which is an alternative to sugar. It's a fruit sugar. So these are the things that can happen, and I refer back to Dr. Gowda, and that is when he said that it is not enough to have your degrees. You have to keep on educating yourself, and we can see that self-education now is the order of the day. You can only learn so much from your teachers or your mentors or anybody else. You have to be your own guru these days. You have to educate yourself and keep your focus. As Confucius said, slowly or fast, what is important is that you continue doing it. So with these words, I would like to extend to all the students here, Dr. Shetty, who would have been the president but for his state of health, his good wishes and blessings. It would have been his, I think, his privilege to see all of you come and rise to this level. I would also like, again, on Dr. Shetty's behalf, to thank all the faculty and principals for actually organizing and streamlining this graduation function, which without somebody and everybody being time conscious, grooming conscious, technology conscious, cannot happen without a lot of people's efforts. And I thank those people as well. And then I would like to remember that we have our administrative staff here, FO, Mr. Sridhar Shetty. I can't see all who have come, but the administrative staff are extremely important to our whole organization, and we are extremely grateful. And if I missed out anybody, it's not because we are not grateful, but because time is a constraint. Thank you very much.